like a lot of nature just happening. I heard a sea eagle, but then I saw a hawk, and there's butterflies, and there's ants on me. Lucy Tam is insufferable, in her natural habitat, inspirational. This video is about Snapchat. Everything's such a distraction. Being in the bush, it's like everything just ADHD. But yeah. Snapchat is not a dating app. Snapchat is not. It's like a game. It's not really a great way of communicating. It's nearly 2025. Can we please like acknowledge that? And we read into things too much. That's the problem with digital communication. I'm covered in ants. I think I'm sitting like in the path of like an ant trail. Oh, I think I actually am. Oh, do I have to bloody stand up? Is that a mosquito? This is why people cut down the rainforest. How about just tell ya? Snapchat, my love-hate relationship with it. I deleted it not long ago because I was like, fuck, this is just so dumb. Because like, it's like I've been liking that out of all my like socials, it's the one thing where like the numbers are like, they grow pretty steadily. And it's exciting because you're like, what's the number going to say this time? And it's like just over 16k at the moment, which, you know, why Snapchat of all things? Like, why can't I have that on YouTube or something else? But like, yeah, it's a bit addictive like that. But I deleted it because I was like, fuck this shit. I'm sick of the like getting spam called by Indians and shit. Sick of all these horny motherfuckers. These fucking stupid people on here. But then I was like, I enjoy it too much. Because surely Snapchat is where stories like started. Because I just love putting up stories all the time. But the problem is that, well, there's a lot of problems with Snapchat, isn't there? I have so many thoughts and they happen. It all makes sense in my brain. It's just now I have to like articulate it all in a like fucking cohesive way in like human English. Dicks in my dicks. But yeah, so get off me, cunt. I don't want you to touch me there. This is just not working, is it? So I've got Snapchat back and then I'm just like, well, you know what, I'm just gonna not really look at anybody's messages or anything, because I mean they're all the same anyway, unless, you know, I know people or whatever. But like all these randos, like, they are all the same. They're all the same person. They all say the exact same shit. It's just like really cringe and dumb and stupid and horny and desperate and ridiculous. I'm just like, what has humanity become? Like our fucking communication skills. Why are the ants trying to mount me? It's just foolish how everybody sees Snapchat and just social media and stuff in a different way. But we'll just stick to Snapchat in this chat because it's different things to different people. Like, some people take it really seriously. Like, they get hung up on whether you reply or not, how quick you are to reply. People are like talking. We're talking because we're Snapchatting. We're on the go because we're Snapchatting. As though that really means something. It doesn't mean anything, okay? It's Snapchat. It's like a little game. It's like a childish fucking, you know, it's just a bit of fun. Like, it's, why are we like taking it seriously? Why are we like acting as though, oh, we're Snapchatting regularly, therefore, like, you know, we're on the tune. We're going to be girlfriend, boyfriend soon because we're Snapchatting a lot. Like, it just doesn't mean anything. It's not, that's not how it is for me anyway. Like, it's such a disjointed style of communication because it's so like, it's so dumb. It's just sending pictures back and forth. It's very like, it's like two people like in the same room or something, but they're like both hiding behind a piece of furniture, and they're like, oh, you know, they take a picture of like the floor or like their crotch or something, and then like send it off. They're like, and then like the other person like, you know, hears the notification and they go, and then they like open it and like, you know, it was his crotch. And then they're like, and then they like sneak a little pic and then they just like send it off. And then like, but the two people are in the same room, but they never actually like come out from behind the furniture and like make eye contact and like wave and talk to each other or something. That was really bad, like, analogy. It's like it's disjointed because you get to like communicate when and if you feel like it. Whereas in person, you have to like chat then and there. On the phone, you have to chat then and there. You have to use your brain, you have to ask questions, you have to like engage, you have to like be an active listener, you have to actually like care to a degree. You know, you have to put that effort in to have a conversation with a person. Something like Snapchat or just messaging and shit, it's a bit different when say you're in the chat at the same time messaging. Then it's a bit more like, you know, we're both putting in the effort to keep it going, but sort of like at any moment one person could just like disappear and then they like, you know, they leave for like, you know, 15 minutes or something, and the other person's like, wait, what the fuck? Like, where'd you go? Like, and then, you know, it can get, it gets like, things get scrambled, things get misinterpreted because people are like, we need to like take it more lightly. We shouldn't be like, let it have such an effect on us. And there's like a million different reasons why someone like suddenly stops replying to you or leaves you on red or you don't hear from them for a bit. Like, people, there's all sorts of things. You know, there's a million different reasons. I feel like I've tried to move on from that, so I don't think like that anymore, but not everyone's at that sort of like stage. That's why I really just want to have a bloody phone call with people, like, except if you're some like random like Middle Eastern dude that's just added me. I mean, God, if those motherfuckers can do it, you know, if random Pakistani blokes can just add me on Snapchat and just start fucking spam calling me, you know, you can have a phone call. But yeah, people are like, no, that's too scary. And I get like phone anxiety and shit because I used to be just the same, but I just kind of like grew a pair and like got over it. Nah, that's not true. I'm not over it. I still get a bit like that. I'm definitely at a place now where I'm like, I want to have phone calls with people. I want to hang out and meet up and shit, because digital communication just doesn't cut it. It doesn't serve me. Like, Snapchat doesn't serve my needs because it's not proper connection. It's like just, yeah, it's like the digital version. It's so watered down. It's not energizing. And then I feel like, you know, yeah, you get people, their interpretations are different and they're like getting like butthurt because like the other person's like not paying enough attention to them on Snapchat. But like, it's Snapchat, like if they're with other people, you know, it's a bit hard to like be fully engaged with your phone with an app sending photos back and forth to someone as though it is actually like proper like engagement. Like, it's not. And people who use Snapchat as a dating app, oh, I feel so fucking sorry for people like that, you know. I'll get, like, you gotta understand, it's just not like that. Like, it's not Snapchat, dude. Please, like, anything but fucking Snapchat. Because it's stupid fucking apps like Snapchat that make us like lose social skills. And that's coming from a fucking autist with social anxiety. Like, if anyone has fucking communications issues, it's Lucy Tam. And yes. Or yeah, like, I don't know, I think sometimes people are like, you know, I've had the experience where it's like, I think what's happened is a dude has thought like, oh, she just mustn't be keen then. She mustn't like me then. She mustn't be interested because she's not replying to me. I haven't heard, she hasn't Snapchatted me in weeks. But like, it's Snapchat, dude. Like, if you want to know like how I feel, why don't you just fucking ask me? Message me, call me, try to like meet up and talk about it, you know, not just like sort of read into, like, not that, yeah, Snapchat is the sort of thing where it just leaves way too much room for miscommunication. You know, someone's like not giving you much back, they're just one word responses, they're just, you know, it's whatever, they're taking a while to actually like get back to you. So you're interpreting it as like, oh, they must be mad at me, like, or like they're seeing someone else, or just, I don't know, I've done something wrong, they're not keen anymore. Like you can't just blatantly black and white assume that. You got no idea what's going on. They could be like going through some shit. They could be like busy, they could be stressed out, they could have like so much stuff going on. You know, when you're like, I don't know, maybe you're at work or you're like with other people, and then you like are randomly on there chatting with someone, and then, you know, suddenly something else is happening and it's distracting you, and then you sort of like you end up leaving someone on red even if they've asked you a question, and then you forget about it and whatever, and then you get back on like an hour or so later and you're like, oh shit, like they're gonna think now that I'm ghosting them or something, or I hate them because I didn't answer their questions straight away. But, you know, I know someone that he's just not much of a social media person. He doesn't, it's like if he messages someone, it's almost like he decides to get on Facebook for a bit and do some messaging to different people, like catching up, replying, almost like emails, rather than just a like random like reply as things are sent to you. He just doesn't view messaging in that way, so you can't take it personally. Yeah, it makes it too easy to put in zero effort as well. It makes it too easy to just like, you can't be using it to like get to know someone like romantically or whatever. You can't use it as a dating app because it's not even bare minimum. It's literally no effort. It's just so fucking convenient. Like you don't even have to like use your brain or your words or anything. You don't even have to try. You just like reply with a photo. Reply with like, you know, people will they'll reply with like, yeah, a photo, and the caption just says lol. You just sort of like, you know, in person, you have to, both people have to put in the effort to keep the conversation going, like at the very fucking least. If it's just like not serving me, why am I going to keep replying? Like, or maybe the other person is Snapchatting me too much. They're asking me like how I am and what I'm doing like too fucking much, to the point where I know it, they don't genuinely mean it. They're just thinking that that's, oh, you know, that's what you do when you like a girl. That's how you show a girl that you like her. You just ask her how she is and what she's up to a million times a day. It's overwhelming, and then I'm just not going to reply, and then they're going to be like, oh no, she hates me. She doesn't love me because she left me on red. Where? When that's not even the fucking case. Like, it's just too much fucking pressure, dude. Like, I don't have the like fucking energy to just be consistently Snapchatting you like from morning till night every day, from like when I wake up in the morning till when before I go to sleep. I mean, I know I do this as well. It's like you catch feels for who you think that they are, but then when you actually meet up, they're a fucking dead shit, and you're just like, fuck's sake. Like, I feel like such an idiot. Like, how could I have ever thought, you know, like you were just another fucking pothead dead shit. Maybe that's what people think when they meet up with me as well. It's stupid for many reasons. Can we not get so like hung up on it? We need to like detach. I think some people too, like, you know, because it is so fucking convenient, and I think, you know, for dudes, they would just have to like send a girl anything. Send a girl a blank screen with, and then they write like S with the pen, or like SS, you know, snap streak or whatever. Like, and then the girl is like, oh, you know, he's paying me all this attention, lots of selfies, and, you know, it's like making her feel special, or he thinks it's gonna make her feel special. It's like, yeah, it's like every single person sees it differently, because everyone's at like a different sort of place in their sort of like self-awareness, self-improvement sort of journey. So you're gonna get people who are like girls that just fucking love it. They love all the attention. They love being able to send all these selfies and shit and nudes and whatever, because it's making them feel so hot and like such a bad bitch, and like they're just so desired by all these random internet dudes. And yeah, and then, you know, that serves those dudes, because they're like, shit, yeah, it's so easy to get girls to just send me selfies and send me nudes and whatever, making them feel like the shit, like they're finessing all the ladies, getting nudes straight to their inbox. and they never actually have any intention of meeting up. They never intend to like actually call or like take this person on a date, or I mean, if they're gonna meet up, it's gonna be for a root. Yeah, it just makes it so fucking easy. You've got this whole like world of girls just in the palm of your hand. All you gotta do is like press some buttons. It's like I want the numbers to grow, but it's at the end of the day, it's still like, you know, I'm still not really getting invites. I still don't like have a social life. I still don't have like a best friend, or I'm not like part of some like crew or whatever. People look at my content is like the closest thing I have to like friendship. Oh, it's embarrassing. I've got a lot of problems. But yeah, like part of me is like, oh, I just kind of want to delete social media so it's like no one can actually see what I'm getting up to and what I do and that. And if they really want to, they're going to have to actually like ring me, you know, send me a letter. They're going to have to hang out in real life to know what I'm up to, because when you do post lots of stuff online, it's kind of like a train wreck, you know, you just can't look away, but you never actually like intend on helping out with the cleanup, but you keep looking. Because yeah, it happens to me so easily where it's like I'm suddenly getting all this attention from a dude, you know, we're like talking or whatever, but we're not really, are we? We're just Snapchatting. We're just consistently Snapchatting. That's all it is. We're not really getting to know each other. We're just like sending each other little photos. Like that's not, like when you meet up with someone in person, you don't just like send them a photo of like your surroundings or your crotch. You like actually ask them stuff and pay attention, because you are genuinely interested in them and their life. Snapchat's just like, oh, here's my shower, here's my ceiling, here's my floor, here's me in the shower, hinting at the fact that I'm naked in the shower. Would you like to see the penis? No. Yeah, we grow up in this fucking like, in the digital fucking age of, we don't even know like, we have like no standards, because we grow up, you know, sending nudes is like just part of it. How ridiculous is that? But we can't like call each other. But we can show each other like the inside of our buttholes on Snapchat. We can't take each other on dates, you know, we can't impress people in person. That would be like far too forward. We can show them our tits. That wallaby's just been sitting there watching me for like 10 minutes, listening in. Hi, have you got Snapchat? What's your Snapchat? Add me. I might actually be willing to get to know someone, but you know, he just wants to get to know me like on Snapchat, which just means he just wants to consistently be Snapchatting with me. He wants consistent selfies of me. I want you to value me, not my content or my selfies or like my Snapchat stories. Like, I don't give a fuck what you think about my selfies. So fucking caught up in it, so fucking controlled by it. So everything's dictated by it, and everyone's getting all caught up on all like everybody's different movements and watching where people are going on the snap map, and fucking like like, oh, why is she with him, or watch, you know, watching everybody's movements, and fucking, oh, you know, she left me on red, or she's fucking said this, but then she put this on her story, and he's fucking like, you know, like, it's just so fucking dumb. It actually frustrates me to no fucking end. I feel like shaking people grabbing the shoulders and shaking baby syndrome, they ass. And then they're probably frustrated with me because they're like, you're not playing the game right, Lucy Tam, you're not doing it right. You're supposed to send me box pics. I want to see your tit hole. I don't know, it's like they want me to be their little entertaining little, you know, they want me to send them what I put up on my stories sometimes, you know, and they think, I don't know, it's like they think that's the Lucy Tam experience. That's what they're after. They don't want to actually invest. They don't want to actually get to know me. They don't want to actually like take a risk and like put themselves out there. They just want to like be Snapchat buddies. They want to pin me as their BFF. Don't even get me started on like the whole snap streaks and like people are like, oh, streaks and recents, anyone? Someone get close. Show. Age and what you look like. Hi. Hey. Do you send? When I read that's part of the reason why I'm like, nah, I am not opening monkeys. This is sent by monkeys. You know what? Not even monkeys. Cavemen. Like brain damaged cavemen. A monkey would just send banana emojis. Like this, what you are sending is just utter faff. Complete, and it's drivel. I have like a visceral reaction to reading that sort of stuff. Like this, what are you doing with your time? Bloody adding randos and trying to get them to reply to you on Snapchat. That's what you're using your energy on. Just staring at your screen, tippity tappy tappy typing, sending photos, and like the thing, like so many, there's people who they see Snapchat as like what they'll do is just spam everyone like all day long, regardless of if the person replies. It's almost like instead of just putting stuff on their story and letting people decide whether they want to look at their stuff, they just spam everyone. I don't get that either, because it's like they're just looking for someone to reply. They don't even care who it is. They just want some attention. What the fuck am I doing? Just standing out here, dehydrated, covered in ants. That's what they wish that I would do. They wish that this was them. I don't know, I just think everyone needs to get a life. Get off Snapchat. I am on there so much, but it's like just because it's a habitual like fucking thing to check it. Even though there's like, I'm not going to open most of what I get sent, and I'm not going to look at most people's stories. So I'm just checking like the change in the numbers of like who's viewed my story. I'm just rewatching my story like 10 times. Because then when I am actually with people, I forget like how to like talk with them and stuff and be in the moment. And I'm just, because I'm so used to being by myself and like showing everyone what I'm doing. You want to be doing stuff with other people, living in the moment, where you're like not on your phone and you're not just constantly putting up stories showing everyone that you are living in the moment. We should all be more like the butthole fly. We spend our time flittering around in the forest instead of trying to get people to reply on Snapchat. I think we're all just fucking desperately lonely, aren't we? We just want attention. We want people to invest in us, but we are too like scared of putting ourselves out there in person, and like the people around us, you know, those sort of connections aren't happening. As we turn to social media, turn to Snapchat, and like we're like, oh well, surely someone out there in the world will invest in me. Again, like everybody's on there for a bit of a different reason, I suppose. I think I am at this place now. I'm at a place where there's a lot of blowflies. Where, yeah, I think like about just deleting all socials, even though I enjoy like, I enjoy the putting of stuff on there, and I enjoy like, you know, memes. It's the response that you get, especially like when you're a woman, like your experience of the internet as a female, it's quite something. And you grow up, it's just normal, like the sexual harassment, the whatever, you know, just the gross comments, the gross treatment, the dick pics, the everything. Like, that's not okay. Like, it's not normal. It's become normal. But, like, before social media, like, that wasn't a thing. Like, that was not the dumb thing. You don't just, like, send people images of your genitals and shit in the hopes that possibly they might like what they see and then send you a dick pic back. Because like Snapchat, my Snapchat is, like, I wish it was full of, like, the 16.2k followers. I wish they were all people that were they just liked me. They're not. They're just, like, horny motherfuckers that they just add all the girls, you know, their dick's already in their hand. They're on the internet trying to like talk to women because they're horny and they want to chat to like singles in their area because they don't fucking differentiate like any fucking like I've come to that realization. There's a lot of dudes on there on the internet that, because I think dudes are more black and white thinkers, that they just interpret female content. It's all the same thing to them. It doesn't matter whether it's like someone's like Facebook, Pornhub, someone's Snapchat story, Instagram post, whatever. It's like just to them, it's all just the same thing. It's just all like putting a pulse in their penne pasta. I'm not looking at people's replies, but because I've got like a public account, you get notifications and it shows like what people say in response to your story, and a lot of it is just horny shit. Even when it's me posting gross shit, they're like, oh, I'd still smash. That's why I enjoy it when I put up something dumb. The response, the like, people, they get confused, they get annoyed, like they're like, ugh, I don't want to see the inside of your mouth with chocolate in it. I want to see the inside of your butthole with poo in it. Because somehow that's like better. It's the whole thing just like does my fucking head in, honestly. Oh, okay, the ants. It do be ant season. Just remember, women are targets. That's the thing. That's the like the uncomfortable. No, what is it? The inconvenient truth about being a woman in this world is that we are prey. Like we are. You know, men are our natural predators. We are targets. We are candy. And we don't do ourselves any favours by sexualising ourselves and reducing ourselves to being just objects and things to look at and things that you know, make willies feel nice. That's like my new habit, is doing that. Because I'm too poor to get fillers. Please send me money. Please send me money for lip filler. Daddy, will you pay for all my Botox? It's frustrating because you can't, it's like you can control what content you put out there, right? But you can't control the response. It's really frustrating. You can't control how people interpret it. You can't control whether it turns people on or not. Like, that's just the thing, especially when you're a chick, is like every fucking thing you put out there gets interpreted as like horny. I'm getting a fucking call right now from Zabi Sada, a video call too. Yeah. When they call me, I just delete them immediately. Are you sick of jerking off alone? Yeah, so, deleted. Just like I was saying before, everybody be interpreting, you know, things. Is that a cuckoo? Interprets like Snapchat and shit as a different thing. So like, yeah, these like dudes, it always seems to be the dudes from, you know, India, Pakistan, Middle East. They are very forward and they will just like call you. You know, they don't give a fuck, which is so interesting because like you don't really get that with like white dudes and, you know, Aussie dudes and that. It's bizarre. But then, yeah, also sort of like getting caught up on what like a follow means, or someone follows you back or something on Instagram. Like the way I'm seeing it these days, it's like just doesn't mean anything to me. It's sort of like, okay, you follow me, I'll follow you back, I suppose. I mean, I don't even do any scrolling on there because I find Instagram is like scares me because it's just so packed full of content that it just like immediately overwhelms me with like, oh, this person's hotter, this person's better, this person's more creative, this person's having more fun, this person's more successful, this person has more money, this person is just like, this person's just doing everything better than you right now. What are you doing? I'm happy to give people a follow and that, but yeah, I'm probably not gonna ever like any of your content or look at your stories and that, because I just can't deal with the shit that it evokes in me. But yeah, there'll be people that are like, oh, she followed me back, I guess she wants the D, you know. Or, wow, she started following me. I guess she wants the diddly. It's because there's no... Because, social media is like fairly newish kind of thing that's made, and it's not natural, and it's sort of... There's no real law, is there? You got every website and app has their, like, community guidelines, but that's more for, like, the actual content. There's no real, like, set in stone sort of like, this is how you treat this is how you interpret that, like, this is what this thing means. Like, everyone's thinking of it in a different way, because it's kind of like the whole thing of social media and shit is like, it's kind of like society, but it's in this weird, like, more tangible sort of, like, setup, isn't it? Where it's like you can see who follows who. You can contact, like, I'm covered in ants again. You can contact any ant that you want. That's where it all just gets muddled up, doesn't it? Because people might not think that there's anything wrong with doing something, and they're not even aware that it could be interpreted as a problem, but then other people are all like, yeah, nah, that's not cool. There's just so much stuff like that. Everyone's got, like, a different sort of standard, and yet, in real world, I think we're a lot more like on par with how we view things and the standards and the social norms, and then it sort of just varies from, like, country to country. Social media is just sort of like, well, it kind of is just this massive free-for-all thing. That's why it's so fucking damaging, because our lives, we fucking live on social media, don't we? And it's, like, more important because it's more important to us because we find it, like, more validating, everything's more accessible, everything's more, like, it's like we turn to it rather than stuff in real life, because that's where the validation is, and that's where, like, the horny stuff is, and that's where, I don't know, all the dopamine just seems to be stored on the internet. Yeah, I think we all need to, like, take a chill pill and really make that conscious effort to, like, check ourselves and shit. Like, why am I letting this control me so much? Like, why am I putting so much emphasis on the fact that, like, this person is or isn't following me or won't follow me back? It's all stupid. It's all just, like, fucking pixels, bro. Because at the end of the day, where are they all? Are they with you right now? If you asked them to hang out right now, would they?